everybody, on our way to GKtech to pick up some suspension components for the 350Z. So yeah, I've got the car up on stands now, and we'll start doing the suspension upgrades. That's going to be a bit of a process over time, but this is the first stage. So we're going to a drop knuckle on the rear, which is a new GKtech product that will be out in a couple of months. I'm very fortunate enough to get a pair early, so that'll be going on it. And then we're going to put the lower front control arms, the upper control arms, which will allow us to widen, to adjust the track a bit more at the front and get a bit more camber into it. We're limited with camber on the 350Z, how much we can get. And also GKtech have a cool thing which is for drift, but it's going to come in handy, so it just quickens the steering up a little bit. And I'm running, as you may have noticed in pictures, I'm running the little, like a smaller Formula, it's kind of like style wheel. Anyway, it just will allow for slightly quicker turning, and you can tune it. You can put it back to normal or have faster steering, so that's a cool thing. So yeah, some GKtech goodness coming our way. So we've just been to GKtech. The boys have all helped me out there. I didn't want to film there because they're really under the pump, so yeah, really good to see. For those not aware, Greg started GKtech himself. I'm not sure how many years ago, but I've known him for a hell of a fairly long time, and he was going then. So yeah, and they've grown and grown and grown in America and Japan, and their stuff is sort of, I suppose, a lot of people associate it with drift, but for grip, as they like to call it. So it's for circuit racing, it's really good as well. So definitely, if you've got a car that, especially a Nissan, I know they're doing some BRZ stuff as well. Check out GKtech. I think it's just GKtech.com. Wow. Alrighty, so got my GKtech stuff laid out now. Not sure if I'm even meant to show you these, but I've got the new GKtech 350Z drop knuckles for the rear. So that will get my rear down a little bit more and get the geometry a bit better. An issue with this car when I owned it about 5 years ago, just was very taily. Just couldn't keep the tail under control. There was a few issues, so that's going to go towards fixing that. I've also got the lower control arms, which will give us the ability to get more camber. So they're super solid, pretty crazy. I've also got the upper arms as well. And also the steering quickeners. I'm not sure if that's what they're calling them, but basically it speeds up your steering. And if you saw, I'll show you, the steering wheel I'm using is a smaller type of one that's not round. So I don't want to be friggin' like this. So it's not a drift car, it's a race car. So I don't want to do that. I just want to be able to go like that and like that. So I've got that. I've got some longer wheel studs so that you can use slip-on spacers. I've gone right off bolt-on spacers. I understand that they work fine for certain applications, but yeah, good wheel studs with proper hub-centric wheel spacers, which GKtech have for us, for Nissans, and proper wheel nuts on good wheels is way better, in my opinion, than bolt-ons. It's easy to adjust as well, and you're only having to check, torque the wheel nuts. You're not having to torque the spacer nuts and then the wheel nuts. So basically, you're halving the amount of things that can go wrong, and my mate Nath taught me that. He's always like, let's cut down the joins of anything. So yeah, and cut down the potential issues. You want the least amount of failure points as possible. So that's what I've done. Yeah, I'll do a video putting them on. I didn't unpack them or anything for you because people do that already on. Christ, and it's so bloody windy here in Melbourne. Anyway, GKtech stuff. It's pretty sick. This is for the 350Z. I should say, quick note, they sent you these really great instructions and stickers, and we all love stickers. You can go to a thing on YouTube and look at how to install each component that they sell. Obviously not the drop knuckles at the moment because they don't come out for another 2 months, so don't hassle them yet. They'll go up on the website as soon as possible. But everything else has, and they will as well, but has these cool instructions. So yeah, definitely for ease of setting up. I still run into problems here and there, and I'm like, Greg, how do I do this? And he's like, shows me, and I feel like a dumb fool, but that's okay because he shows me and then I know. And yeah, it's pretty simple. This stuff is pretty much to the point now where it is bolt-on. Early days, a lot of stuff that companies sold wasn't bolt-on, even if it claimed it was. for the most part, GKtech now is bolt-on, and they've strengthened everything up. They're running these on competition drift cars, just smashing into things and everything. So yeah, and they're perfectly fine for circuit racing, aka grip racing as well. So yeah,